Here with the main man, Collin Sexton. What's going on, brother?
How you doing? How you doing?
Staying busy. What about you?
It's fun, but it's also business, but it's also about family as well.
I noticed you at the Legends event. You introduced John Stockton, and you made mention of the fact any point guard that comes after John Stockton, not necessarily there's pressure, but there's a mantle, there's a level of legacy that goes with that. During your time in Utah, what have you learned about John Stockton that you haven't known?
I didn't know how much him and Carl was a legend out there. I knew they was one of the greats, but I didn't know how much everyone loves them. Not just about basketball, but off the court as well, how they're so personable and how they can pretty much talk to anybody, and they can light up the room for sure.
You are promoting or part of Starry, which is a new drink. Tell me more about it.
Starry hit different. It's definitely a new drink. And it's an official sponsor of the NBA, so definitely have to make sure you go try it if you haven't. It's one of those drinks that they have the new lemon lime that flavor. That's my favorite. I don't even drink soda, but I tried it like literally the other day, and it was smooth. I feel like it was something I'll try again.
I like it. You diluted it, but you still gave it a try.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I put it off for a little bit, and I was like, I gotta try it. It was everywhere. You might just walk by, you might grab it, and try it out.
Learn me something, as my late grandmother would say. The world seemed to be caught by surprise by the Utah Jazz the first couple months of the season. Two-part question. What was in your Starry drink that gave you the extra energy, and or was the world just not ready to see that you guys had something to prove?
I would say that energy. I feel like that energy hit different, and I feel like just from the beginning we just continued to fight the entire season. I know you have these bumps in the road, but at the end of the day we just got to continue to stay together and continue to push forward.
You got a second half of the season coming up. Where do you personally need to improve?
I feel like just continue to get better. I took a year off where I wasn't playing. I got injured, and now I'm just trying to get back to my old self and get back to what I know I can do. So just continue to be confident, but also make sure I finish the season strong.
Who were some of the point guards that you grew up watching, admiring, and or watching on YouTube?
I would say Kyrie, CP, but I would say John Wall, somebody that helped me tremendously just to change the pace and how he uses athleticism during the game, and also his speed, changing ends, whether it's on defensive end but also on offensive end.
You made mention of Kyrie, you being a former member of the Cleveland Cavaliers yourself. Those are big shoes to fill.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, if you want to set the bar high, you got to set it to someone that you want to try to go reach, and he's one of those people. He's one of those people that I talk to pretty often, and he gives me tips and gives me good feedback on different things, and he's just a great all-around guy.
I know Kyrie, you know Kyrie. What's the biggest misconception you think people have about him?
I feel like one thing, people don't really understand him, and that's one thing about it. Like, you have to really get to understand him and get to know him, and he has a big heart, and he's one of those people that he'll stop to take a picture with anybody if need to be. So.
Do you feel vindicated in some ways? Cleveland didn't necessarily go your way. You came to Utah. I feel like you had the best rebrand in Utah. Do you feel vindicated?
Honestly, at the end of the day, I'm just glad I'm able to be here and be able to play. I could have been anywhere else, but for Utah to give me a chance, but also Cleveland give me a chance. Like, they picked me at 8 for a reason. Like, I was there. They gave me my 4 years, and I played them strong. I played them 110% each and every night, and I gave them my all. So I don't have nothing else bad to say. Like, they helped me.
Your former Cavs teammate Kevin Love is going to Miami Heat. Do you like the move?
K-Love, that's my guy. He's one of those people that whenever he comes in the room, you know he's there, and he's going to just add value to that organization. He's one of those people that he tries not to have any bad days, and when you see him, he's always smiling, ready to jump when he's ready to hug you and stuff. So he's just a great person.
Couple more questions. The internet says that Jordan Clarkson's got them hands. He has quick hands.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we'll see to find out, right? Yeah, that's my guy, JC. He be ready for whatever. I know at the end of the day, games get heated, but I like that. I like that no back down mentality, and if it go down, it go down. I'm right there with him for sure. That's my guy. When
Larry Markkinen was going through his draft process, he told me how much Kobe and Dwayne Wade videos he watched, particularly when the Miami Heat were in the finals. People often make the Larry and Dirk Nowitzki comparisons. Do you think they're fair?
I feel like Larry's his own player. At the end of the day, I don't really like comparing too much, but I would say he's his own player. He does He has bounce. You know what I mean? He can shoot it. He can also just be a good teammate. At the end of the day, things that people say or say this, like, he can be that. He can be that, but I would say he's Larry Marketing.
When you're not watching tape of you guys' games, if you're surfing the net or you're on League Pass, what point guards, fellow point guards, do you enjoy watching?
I like watching Dame. I like watching, like, Kyrie, Chris Paul, like some of those guys, especially the guys that I know for sure. Just because it just shows like how much that hard work is paid off for sure.
Stockton and Malone has always been a staple here. They have a statue in front of Vivint Home Arena. Have you ever sat and just watched old pick and roll Stockton Malone?
Oh yeah, absolutely. My dad definitely used to put the tapes on just because I don't remember. It was way before my time. So he used to put the tapes on so I can definitely see how poised he always was. And everybody try to say like, oh, Stockton's a great passer. I'll say you got Carl out there, you got to pass to him. He's a beast, but also he might hit you with a 1-2. Hey, so he might sit you down a little bit. So,
brother, I appreciate you gracing me with your time.
I appreciate you.
My man, respect.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Check out Starry.
You already know, greatest new drink for sure.
My man.
Thank you.